Hello, asparagus. Grundmeri, yeah. One time my grandpa was driving me around listening to his German marching music in his car on full blast. And he turned down the music and said, Mary, das asparagus. And I was trying to figure out for the life of me what the hell he was saying. He's like, okay, Grandpa, yeah, okay. Like, look, it's the asparagus. And it took me until a few days later, sitting there, remembering him saying it to clue in. He was saying asparagus. It was an asparagus farm, and he was just trying to show me an asparagus farm. That dang German accent. I wanted to make another video about Scorpio moon because when I was making the one yesterday, I just wanted to talk about Scorpio for a few minutes, and I really didn't even want to talk about it. I just wanted to steal that little bit of the video because it's funny. Because you could say Scorpio is a mushroom. You could say Scorpios is a fungi. You could say Scorpio is the same premise. Scorpio rules mushrooms. Scorpio rules mycelium. Although I might put them together, Scorpio and Pisces together to rule mycelium and Cancer, all the water signs. All the water and the earth signs together rule mycelium. How about that? So we have the moon, an exact sextile to the sun right now. If you see this chart, the sun, it's still dark here, but the sun is about to rise for me. And then the moon is going to be 60 degrees behind it. Today we have this. Today or tonight, depending on where you live, we have moon sextile sun. The sextile are two different elements, but they get each other. So whenever you see these two signs apart from each other, this is a fire and an air. This is an earth and a water. Fire, air. And earth and water. Fire and air and earth and water. The fires and the airs, they're all going to sextile each other. When something's here and something's here, they're sextile. The sextile is a useful aspect where two elements are feeding off each other and they're giving each other power. So in the trine, whereas there's a trine. See, in the trine, where Mercury is trine to Mars right now, they're 120 degrees apart. They're in the same element. So they understand each other, but they really can't put any other element with it to mix it up and make it more useful. So the trines can sometimes become a little lazy because they just have this gift and they're not pushed to use it. But the sextile is earth and water together. So this water, Scorpio moon, is watering Virgo sun. You can see it like that. Scorpio waters earth. And earth creates boundaries for water. Earth makes sure that water doesn't spill over the edge. Yeah, you can think of earth and water, how they get along together. Earth needs water, of course, to grow anything. If without water, the earth is just going to dry and crack up and be dried up old dirt with nothing growing in it. And that is how earth signs turn out if they have no water. And some of them don't. Some of them have very little water and they end up very dry and emotionless, robot-like business type people. So think about that. The more everyone you meet, everyone has a unique grouping of these. Some of them are going to be high in one element. Maybe they'll have all earth signs. Some of them are going to have all fire, some all air, some all water. There's very easy ways you can go over people's charts to get to know them better. This is a good cheat thing on astro.com. This is showing you the cardinal fixed mutable. So cardinal fixed mutable is, remember, the start of summer, a cardinal sign, Cancer. The four cardinal signs are the starts of the seasons. The start of Cancer, the middle of summer, the end of summer. Right now it's the end of summer. The start of fall, the middle of fall, the end of fall. The start of winter, Capricorn, winter solstice, the middle of winter, the end of winter. So this is cardinal. This is showing you how many things are in cardinal right now. And these are fire, air, earth, water. DearAstro.com, put these in the right order. This is stupid. They're supposed to be fire in order. Look, fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. Those are the order. They did fire, air, earth, water. Fuck. That's dumb. But that's what this is showing you. Fire, earth, fire, air, earth, and water signs. Things that are in water. See, the moon's in Scorpio. It's a water sign. So when you look at someone's chart, you'll also see this little cheat sheet, and then you can see how many cardinals they have. They might have everything in cardinal. They might have everything in fixed. They might have everything in mutable. But more than likely, they have a mix of everything. But the one thing they have more of, you're going to see that. Like somebody with an all cardinal chart, they aren't stuck. And they aren't changing for anyone. They just forging ahead. They're just forging their own paths. Somebody with all fixed is the middle of the season signs. They're stuck there. They have work to do there. They're in the middle. They need to work their way out of everything. That's what they're always doing too. They're always working on something. Those fixed signs. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. They're always telling you about what they're working on because they're stuck in the middle. And this are the mutables. So the mutables, remember Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini. They are all the mutable, changeable, end of season signs that adapt and move around for people. They're always changing to accommodate something or someone. And that's just the way they naturally do things. They couldn't not do it. It's impossible. They're going to do it. The funny thing about mutable signs is Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Sag. The more people they're around with cardinal or fixed, the more they start to change into them. So you'll meet a Gemini who has all Cancer and Libra and Capricorn friends and Aries, and they will start to emulate these powerful cardinal signs, and they'll start to act more like a cardinal sign. And that's what Pisces does too, and Virgo and Sagittarius. The more they're around these cardinal signs, they start to pick it up. But then if you take all those cardinal signs away from them, if they move away from their family or something, they're lost again. They are the mutable sign all by themselves. They will be scrounging for that energy they were picking up. Other people. They'll call you more, they'll write you more, they'll be begging you to please send them some of that energy that they were picking up off of you. Scorpio. Scorpio in a sextile to the sun is a very useful transit. It's a useful day or evening, wherever you are. When you wake up tomorrow, the moon will be down here, so it won't be in this sextile anymore. So really, it's these next 8 hours where this is the strongest. And then when we have Scorpio later down here, we're going to have Scorpio square moon, square Venus. Remember when I was saying about the moon and Venus, when they're in a good angle, that's all women getting along better, mothers and daughters, girlfriends and all that, wives getting together and stuff like this. That's going to be a hard one at the end of Moon and Scorpio. That's going to be women not getting along. So watch out for that one. That one's tomorrow. And it might be leading up to that where women start being like, oh, this one did and she did this. And then by the end of the Scorpio, it'll be some sort of peak, and this comes to a head with some women not getting along somewhere. That's what that one usually is. And yeah, and then we will be starting the Sag. So I'll be back for Sag. I just wanted to tell you there is a few aspects working with this Moon in Scorpio. But when I made the first video, there was nothing. Moon wasn't aspected yesterday. It was just Scorpio. Just starting Scorpio with no aspects. So now it starts to get busier. Busy buzzy with this sextile. So get to work, Mary.